are live here in Las Vegas for VMware Explore 2024. President and CEO Hock Tan from Broadcom has just gotten off the stage, and it's our pleasure to have you here. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Excellent.
Very nice to see you guys.
It is, and we cleared the 4,500 practitioners out of here about 10 minutes ago. Thank you so much for taking this time.
Happy to do so.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had the chance to sit down with you. We talked in detail. And now that you got this kind of instant reaction, you had a packed room. Everybody was sort of, at the edge of their seat. Hock, what is he going to say? Is he going to come out and say anything interesting? Is he going to say that people have cloud PTSD? Is he going to suggest that there's, you had a great session. You had a packed house. Kind of what was your sort of immediate, as you walked off the stage, that this landed, this resonated, and you were really, excited about?
Well, the key thing in this event, I'm amazed, and I've attended at least one before the close of the acquisition, but this is the first after the close of the acquisition 9-10 months ago when we held it, and we were holding it purposefully directed to the practitioners. As you mentioned, we had a great audience here, over 4,000 practitioners, system analysts, administrators, who are fans of VMware. So to start with, we're in great shape. But what is more interesting is what we are telling them is essentially what they have been telling us over the past 18 months, which is they love VMware, they love the products, it works, it's very stable, but they think it could be better. More than that, they think the components can be put together to run much better. And that's exactly the story we delivered to them over the past 1 hour.
Yeah, and yesterday, I think, was the channel event that you had with your channel partners. And I know you gave a keynote there. What type of feedback are you getting from your partners, right? You've simplified, you've gone from 8,000 SKUs to 4. You've put forward a more neutral channel strategy with everybody. Well, what's the feedback been?
Well, I've heard positive feedback, and going into the meeting, going into the call or conference with them, I think I wasn't sure that they were understanding what we're doing because we did it in a fairly accelerated time frame.
Right.
And we got feedback that, man, you guys were doing it really too fast. So, and we felt we wanted to do something, tear the Band-Aid off and get going.
Right.
And what some of them were doing, some of them, their management, their leaders, get it. Because what it meant for them, as we said, we're enhancing the ecosystem. We're now focusing on making sure the category of partners adds the value we need in terms of our routes to market. It's all about routes to market. It's all about supporting the products. And instead of everybody does the same thing, we start to specialize. And it kind of freaked out some of them at the beginning, especially in short term. But as they begin to understand the longer term implications for them, that we're trying to create a more healthy ecosystem, that it could be more financially rewarding for them to succeed. I think we're getting that message through. And the feedback from that conference, from my keynote address at the partners, I think was by and large positive. Now, many of them are probably taking a wait and see attitude. We shall see.
Yeah, that's good. And these conferences are all about talking to customers, talking to channel partners, getting up on big stages like this. Anything in particular? I know it's early, but any feedback on things like VCF9 or private AI or advanced services?
I think the practitioners, the clients, and the partners in this conference, and it's early, we just finished it, but the initial feedback as they come up to chat about it is they like it. They love it, actually, frankly, because it shows VMware under Broadcom continues to invest. But more than continue to invest, we in many ways are doubling down in specific areas they care about. One is to make the product, as I mentioned, even better, more user-friendly. We hear a lot about it. It's great products, resilient, but they say, we should make it more user-friendly. So we did. You hear a lot of it in the conference, how we improve it. Second thing is, we put it all together in this stack called VMware Cloud Foundation, VCF, and now they start to understand how it works together. They never had that chance.
Right.
And that's what this whole message this past hour was all about. Showing them, look at how we improve the product, and look at how now they can work together so you can bring private cloud on-prem.
Right.
You know, I know you had thousands of practitioners here with you, and you were really excited to speak to that community, but you also flashed a slide that talked about what CIOs are thinking and how they're planning to invest. I think you had a data point. It was about 83% of CIOs are planning to repatriate, bring workloads back. We've talked about this a lot over the years, that this is happening. Now you've got proof points. You're hearing from these CIOs, which gives a great opportunity to those practitioners out there. Was that the big thing you wanted the audience to walk away, is that this is the AWS on-prem for this group of practitioners to deliver value to these CIOs and bring workloads back and give that cloud flexibility and do it more cost effectively in compliance? I mean, what was that one big thing?
The business thesis of what's happening, which is 80 out of 10 CIOs out there are considering, if not already started, repatriating workloads back from public cloud on-prem, and that the best way to do it, for the message for the CIOs are, we have it. This is a great alternative to public cloud, which is VCF. We have the technology, we have the solutions. Use it, and we'll help you use it. So that's a message to CIOs, enterprise. You can build a resilient, secure environment, which was something they never had before. But then the other message, I like your question on, what about the practitioners? Well, CIOs can do it on their own. The practitioners who are vSphere, EXX diehards, this is the opportunity to show we are the experts. We can create, we have the skills to create that private cloud, build that private cloud for those CIOs on-prem. And for the partners, this, and not only partners, for the partners, particularly resellers, but also system integrator. It's a huge opportunity. So now the huge opportunity for them is get it deployed, get it operating. It's a great opportunity for partners, but also our core audience, the practitioners.
Oh, I love it. That's a great way to summarize this conversation here. And those were some of our takeaways. Just want to thank you for coming on here, literally just walking off stage, getting back on the stage. You weren't done yet, but we are here in the Big Ten event. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
This may be the beginning of the 6.5 wrap-up editions. And Hock, we love you being a first as we jump on stage immediately after the keynote, talk about all this. And of course, we'll have to have you back soon. We'll, hear about this progress. We're having a little fun up here, aren't we?
This is great. I mean, the energy is still buzzing.
Yes, I know, totally.
I love it. And thank you all for joining us here on the 6.5. We had many conversations beforehand, during, and beyond here on this network. Follow us, join us. We have Hock Tan. We had Chris Wolf, who was also on the stage, and Paul Turner for more extended conversation and all the coverage here on the 6.5. But for now, we got to go. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.